Okay, so welcome to day 4. If I could have your attention, please. Welcome to day 4 of our Google Apps Google Plus class. And as usual, I want to start by saying, how's the weather in California?
Better, much better. Cooling off a little bit. Still a little humid, but not the hundreds like we had the last few days.
Okay, good. And let's see. Darnell here has some information about what is the new stuff or the historic information for the day, right?
Oh, yes. Culturally, socially, today, Jimi Hendrix died.
Okay, did anybody know that?
Died today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back then. I should give you a better report.
Okay. What else?
George Washington, after a couple of years of difficulty, laid the cornerstone of the Capitol building.
Okay, so that's a big thing. And
globally, I did get that far.
Okay, didn't get that far. Okay, so that's 2 big things. Jimi Hendrix died today in 1971. Okay. And George Washington laid the cornerstone for the Capitol.
1893.
1893. When did he? 1793.
17, yeah, sorry.
Okay, no problem. Okay, good. So now, so we learned a lot. It looks like this call is still on. Okay, so my suggestion, guys, is end the call. Let's focus on this. There's other times today you can do that. So that means each one of you guys hang up.
Okay. How long do you hang up? I think a whole bunch of stuff happened. Henry III, Holy Roman Empire.
Okay, so so today we're focused on communities. What are the 3 types of not communities, Hangouts? So what are the types of Hangouts?
Video.
Okay,
Voice
so
video.
Hangout on air. What else?
Sims.
Sims.
Or
Okay.
like texting.
SMS, right? And
Hangouts.
Hangouts. Okay. Now, so we observed that Hangouts are good for work, right? Or for screwing around. But how do we take what we were just doing to apply it at work?
Conference calls.
Okay. Conference calls.
You can hang out with other offices.
Yeah. So what about just having it as a quick little texting thing?
Yeah, that's a very good feature. I mean, instead of having to go call your boss, just hey.
And what did we see? How many people were on that?
8,
That's
10.
red.
And
Yeah.
it's up to 100.
Well, no, but there were 10 people on it.
Yeah.
So it's a good, fast way to get information to 10 people. Like if something's about to happen, instead of everybody waiting for it to happen, one person could be the guy to say, let me know when that volcano blows. And the other guy is just as soon as he types in, okay, get ready now, everybody else gets the message at the same time. What's another use for that, for work?
Say, for instance, say, okay, I'm in California, and we need to discuss something. Me, you, and Sherry,
Yeah.
I can sit up there and contact y'all, and even though we in 2 different states, we can all communicate simultaneously at the same time.
Right. So Sean does that a lot with Sherry. Does anybody not know who Sean is other than Phyllis?
I just seen it over there.
Sean is our CFO. So he's a CPA, does a lot of accounting, was director of finance for Station Casinos or something like that, worked in the finance department at Station Casinos. And he's a sharp accountant. But most of us see him here as the computer guy. But he's really a CPA.
Do you know when Hangouts in year began, like what year they were created? Or?
No. So Sean sends little messages back and forth to Sherry all day long. And it's a convenient thing to do. When Rob gets somebody set up here with their emails, he sends me a message, then I get them added to the calendar and everything else. Now, what about the video part? What was something interesting about the video part of that call?
We consider doing change the lighting as far as how you're viewed.
Okay.
For everybody else.
So that's one thing about if you're hosting it or you're on it.
And you were able to use it from your mobile cell phone.
Exactly. So I think that's the big thing for the future, is having your smartphone be on that call, and you have the camera on the back. So who didn't notice me walking around with the camera? You didn't see that?
You was right there.
Yeah. But did you notice on your screen
Though.
what my camera was looking at
Oh, there?
on your screen?
No. I didn't
Okay.
see
So Jonathan, what happened? What was your surprise?
I see my face, my back of my face on back of my head on the computer screen, which frightened me.
That was that big man. It was the back of my head.
And I'm scared. I'm like, so I looked at the clock to think to see if it was a camera. He was standing right behind me, and I seen his cell phone.
Yeah, that's cool.
There was a conference call, not a conference, but let's call it a conference call of about 10 people in here. They were sending notes back and forth, and Rob was sending pictures. So
He said, huh?
You may say that.
so I got invited to the call.
Who invited us to the call?
Jarrell.
I want to be there. First time hanging out.
Okay.
So you're really saying this is a high-tech version of passing notes to class?
Correct. Is that. But more than that, so it's having a smartphone. Now I could be at a job site. I could be doing an interview with somebody, and I've got my staff, my people back at the office participating in this. And they could be asking questions to the person too. So let's go to our thing this morning of the SPQR and voting. So let's say I wanted to go interview a candidate. I have it on a Hangout. And I'm talking to them, they are talking to me, right? But who's seeing it? Everybody else. Is that strong or what?
Yes, because you can do at work as far as the relative at work. Was that as a second ago? What you do like
What I didn't see, then they could send you questions to ask real time.
They could ask them or type it in. Yeah, so everybody else who's back there, I'm talking to the candidate here. There, everybody else is seeing them and hearing them. But I could also have little messages saying, well, that's a lie, ask them this question, or ask them a question about that. So that's a very strong tool, right?
Right.
So,
And you can archive it.
but we still don't know how to do that, right?
Well, you just saw how to do it. And these guys in here were doing it.
Okay.
Okay, that's part of the problem about being back there, but you know, that's a different thing. So for Hangouts, that's just an extremely powerful tool. So we saw how you can do it just casually, right? What we're doing here. We could imagine how you could do it for business, like Sherry does with Sean. They're just sending messages back and forth. They don't need to be checking their email. They don't need to be picking up their phone. They don't need to answer. It's just a little box pops up in the bottom of your screen, right? And you answer it. You can attach pictures, do whatever you want. And then if it's a video, if you had cameras on your computers, then you'd be able to see the person. But I think the real strength is with smartphones. That's what people are going to be using. And so let's say you work in a restaurant, you want to post something to your customers. Use your smartphone, right? Don't need to take a big camera around. And one of the things I'll tell you that the people from Green Our Planet that work with the school, when you're using your cell phone, hold it this way when you're doing videos. Don't do it this way. Do it this way.
Why is that?
because it comes up with a better picture. It's not a spin picture if they're watching it at home or on a TV or later. So just hold your thing like that. Also, they told us that you should, when you ask the question, you need to make sure the audio is good. People are used to having shaky video. We've all seen movies like the Blair Witch Project where the video looks like it's out of a smartphone. People are used to that. You've got to make sure that they can hear. So you've got to be close enough to hear. Also, if you ask a question of somebody, it's okay once they're talking to have the camera looking elsewhere. Okay, you don't have to have it on the person the whole time that they're talking. So those are just some important information about that. Now, what about Hangouts on Air? California, can you say, Dennis, about Hangouts on Air?
Well,
What can you tell us about Hangouts on Air in California?
it's great for instructional if you want to product something or I'm sorry? Yeah. Dude, you said ask for help on QuickBooks.
Okay.
No, but it's great for instructional if you want to get a new product out, you want to share things, and it's also easy to get on YouTube with it.
Okay. So let's take those things one at a time. So how can you use Hangouts on Air to create a instructional video?
Videotape yourself, doing whatever you want. Advertising the product it is.
Okay, but when you say you videotape yourself, what do you mean? Webcam. Okay, so you have a video, and then what? How do you do a Hangout on Air?
You invite people.
Okay. How do we start a Hangout on Air? Take me through.
The lower right hand corner says start video hangout. Or you can
Okay, that's not a Hangout on Air. Nope. And now, when you get your Gmail account, now you automatically have a YouTube account, right, Rob? So how do you start a Hangout on Air?
You go to the search, right here, you got a list of cameras.
Search. How do you start a Hangout on Air?
Go to Hangout.
go to community.
Go to Hangouts. Where is Hangouts?
It's right here.
Okay. And now what?
You go straight to the bottom. It says start a Hangout.
Okay. Now, but I said, how do you do a Hangout on Air? So that's a tricky thing with Hangouts. People get confused between the different types. So we're talking right now about a Hangout on Air. How do we start a Hangout on Air? Anyone?
Bueller.
How do we start a Hangout on Air? Okay, go to Google Plus. Everybody go to Google Plus. Okay. Hover over the menu thing here. Right. So Mike said you go to Hangouts.
Click Hangouts.
Click Hangouts.
Okay,
Okay, now what?
Video Hangouts.
Start a Hangout on Air.
Live conversation.
We gotta go scroll down a little bit. There you go.
Right. Start a Hangout on Air. What's this right here?
That's you.
This is our Hangout. So this is how anybody in the whole world right now can get to our Hangout. They just click on Live. Okay. So starting here's how you start a Hangout on Air. You click on Start a Hangout on Air. You answer these questions, and you invite. You notice it says Public. So the public is invited to your Hangout on Air. That's the deal. This broadcast will be publicly available and promoted on Google Plus and YouTube. Well, what if you don't want What if it's for a training video? Do you not do a Hangout on air?
No.
You still can, can't you?
Why?
Because
What's
all
that?
you gotta
It
do is
automatically
set it
archives on YouTube.
not public.
Well, no, this, you can't do a Hangout on air unless it's public.
Oh, okay, once you're done with it, then you change the settings.
Right. So once the Hangout on air is done, you change it from public to private.
And that, what will that do for you?
Then you can use it as a instructional training video.
Oh, you would archive it.
See, that's what we do. That's why we tape these. Not we aren't taping them. Tape isn't the right word. But every Hangout we do every day is stored on YouTube. So what everybody should do now is go to YouTube, click on the 9 square box, scroll down, go to YouTube. Type in Larson Training Centers.
You have to put in the whole word, huh?
Well, it'll come up at some point. And what you want to do is you want to subscribe. Since this is my channel, mine probably looks different. But, okay, where you see where it says subscribe?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Is it on my subscription, Director?
What?
All the way out.
If it says my subscription, do I click on that?
Well, you're talking about this.
My subscription 16 on the side bar here.
YouTube right now live.
Exactly, we all are.
That's why it says.
That camera's live too. Huh?
Right here, I got
Access.
My subscription.
Subscribe to
Okay,
this.
so you might not be signed in.
Subscribe
Does
here.
it have your picture up here?
Yes.
Yes.
So I would manage the subscription.
Well,
It's not letting me do it.
so, let's see, I'm signed in as me. Go through.
So put,
Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out.
okay.
What if it doesn't let you do it? You click on it and it says it's not a Google product.
You need to upload it or not?
Hold on. Okay, so now, oh, this is fine.
Let's see where it says.
People want to go to sign in.
Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do people need to do to subscribe? Because I'm on my account.
I'm subscribed to.
I can't subscribe to my own account.
Okay, just go to the YouTube homepage, subscribe to our channel,
Yeah.
and type in, go to YouTube home, everybody, just click youtube.com.
They get Larson Training Center, right?
Now then type in his name,
Or you
Oh,
so on the top bar, put his name in right there.
Who is?
Make sure you spell it correct, you know it won't be wrong. Edward Bevilacqua.
I get paid on MasterCard again.
Yeah, spell it correct or else it
So,
won't find it.
it's like double with the
Millions
B.
of things on YouTube.
and Oswald with the C.
Most people I subscribe.
Have they
All
subscribed?
new students are subscribed.
Where did I say Double with the B. Then Oswald with the C. Yeah. Okay, so Dennis, in California, everybody should subscribe to this channel so they can see all of the videos that we have done.
Right, we're working on that right now.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
we saw you and we subscribed, so we're working on that right now.
Okay, good. Okay, so what are some of the problems with subscribing?
Oh,
Okay, so John, You're subscribed?
Yeah, but
Can you help Mark?
there's still a problem.
What?
It's still saying that I'm not signed because you can see my subscription when I first signed into my. For some reason, you left everybody out, so nobody signed in.
It won't let me get in either, same thing.
Okay, so Rob, what's going on?
Not signed in. Who else has that problem?
Did you sign me in first?
Yeah.
You sign in?
Look, when I said sign in.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Do I need to, sign in though first, right?
That's pretty cool, huh? I think
Alright, so I think
it's like, what is it, 30 seconds? Rob says it's 6 seconds.
Yeah, but we can't.
Alright, if you can't sign into YouTube with your account, we're having that same problem again. It's got, I don't know if people are downloading songs and videos or what, like copyright infringement type stuff, but they're violating your account and suspending it for some reason, one or the other, some reason. I'm just saying, they just for some reason they do this. We've had this problem for a long time.
Yeah, so YouTube is now very good at seeing copyrighted stuff and knocking you out. We had a hero school going. He was playing copyrighted music from his boombox. A message came up on our screen, remember that, Rob? And said, what? We're going to end the
It was
stream.
immediate within 10 seconds of doing the Hangout on there. It heard the song in the background playing, and it was like, we're shutting this down. You don't have permission to use that person. I don't know if they pick up on stuff.
So we can't get in.
We're talking about Google here.
Okay, so it's almost break time. Dennis, is there anything you want to go over now?
No, everyone's subscribing, and we're not having a problem with it, and we're good. Unless there's
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this early because we're going to try to figure out why people get knocked off here, why people aren't able to subscribe.
okay, we don't seem to have a problem here with it.
Okay, so good. We'll see you on Monday. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but we'll see you Monday.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.
Well,